Life is meant to be lived from the inside out, where your inner world shapes your outer reality. I'm your host, Armand Martin, and this is The Inner Realms, Lifting the Veil. Welcome to Episode 4, Physical Life, Part 2. The point of power is the present. So this is one of Seth's most powerful teachings. His central idea is simple. The only place you can alter your experience is right now. You are not a victim of your past. You're not determined by your genetics, your upbringing, or your history. In this moment, right now, you have the power to change your beliefs and therefore change what manifests. The past only has power over you if you continue to activate it with your present moment focus. The future is not predetermined. It's being created now through what you choose to believe and focus on today. Once again, I'll remind you, nothing here is meant to be accepted on faith alone. These are tools for your own inner laboratory. As we explore how your present beliefs can reshape not just your future, but your past, I invite you to test this for yourself, rather than simply take my word or Seth's for it. Your own inner knowing, your discernment, is always the final authority. So you can find the following passage in the book, The Nature of Personal Reality, Chapter 15, Session 657, and I quote, "If you fully comprehend your power in the present, you will realize action at that point also alters the past, its beliefs, and your reactions." Essentially, this means that not only can you overcome, you can change your past. So that is freaky. Seth's teaching is much more radical and empowering than the usual positive thinking approach. The key insight is that the simultaneity of time changes everything. So here are key concepts around the present is your point of power, according to Seth. All time exists simultaneously. Consciousness experiences it sequentially. Here we can say that the inner self or the higher self perceives a much broader reality, including simultaneous time. The brain then arranges that information into the orderly sequence we call past, present, and future. And the present is your point of intersection. Therefore, only in the present can you alter your relationship to any event. And here are examples of how changing the present changes the past, based on Seth in Chapter 19 in the book, The Nature of Personal Reality. Number 1, restructuring childhood safety. When someone works in the present to genuinely change their beliefs about safety and worthiness, they literally alter their past. Since time is simultaneous, the frightened child they were at age 5 actually receives more comfort, protection, which wasn't there. Inner resources become available that literally didn't exist before. The past itself transforms because all moments exist now. Here's another example. Healing disease by accessing the present point of power. According to Seth, and I quote, "All existences are simultaneous. Within the bounds of creaturehood, certain things are possible and certain things are not. You cannot regenerate a limb or grow a new one." End of quote. But he does say you can cure yourself of a so-called incurable disease if you change your personal or your present beliefs about your body and health. You're changing the entire timeline. The body's cellular past reorganizes. Previous moments of illness become less severe in their actual occurrence because your present shift ripples through all of time simultaneously. Here's another example, changing past life experiences. As mentioned, you can restructure your reincarnational past in the same way you can restructure the past in this current life. So this means that your current beliefs can reconstruct your reincarnation past. If you hold limiting beliefs from what appears to be a past life, changing your beliefs now actually changes what occurred in that other lifetime. Since all lives are happening simultaneously, healing achieved now literally transforms the experience of your past life itself, or the past life self. That past life receives healing in their time as you receive it in yours now. And number 5, transforming your personal history through a change in your current belief. If you fundamentally shift your beliefs about your capabilities in the present, your past literally reorganizes. Past moments where you succeeded but dismissed your success become more prominent. In other words, the actual events of your past reshape themselves around your new present beliefs. And finally, breaking free from linear cause and effect. So I continue from Seth. Existences are open-ended. Someone who believes they're trapped by past trauma can, by changing present beliefs, literally alter the cause and effect chain. The cause in the past becomes less traumatic. Alternative responses that weren't available become available. And the causal chain that seemed to lead inevitably to your present suffering is broken because the past itself has changed. This is liberating stuff. So the core principle, circling back now to Seth's quote, which I gave earlier on the point of power is the present, here is another quote deriving from the first. And I quote, "The recognition of that fact alone can revitalize your life." End of quote. So this isn't just about creating a new future. It's about the fact that past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously. So any change in the present belief literally restructures the entire fabric of your existence across time. You're not overcoming a fixed past. You're altering the actual past because it's still occurring now, just as your present and future are. So this information isn't actually new to you. You knew this when living outside this third density on Earth with its veil of forgetting. You knew this in between incarnations when existing outside the space-time of this density. So this work significantly influenced New Age thought and concepts about consciousness, reality creation, and metaphysics that became popular in the 1970s and beyond. This isn't just Seth's teaching from the 1970s. This understanding continues to expand and deepen in contemporary channeled material. Recently, Bashar, channeled through Daryl Anka, articulated the same principle, and I quote, "Your personal history is constantly, dynamically changing. This frees you, unlocks you from anything in the past that controls you in the present." End of quote. This consistency across decades and sources points to something profound. This isn't metaphor, this is mechanics. The past is not a prison. It's a probability field that responds to your present consciousness. So we'll conclude our episode with an exercise as suggested by Seth in regard to examining our conscious beliefs, and equally important, to be aware of conflicting beliefs. So number 1, Examine your conscious beliefs now. Write down your beliefs about money, health, relationships, or even success. But look for contradictions. For example, I want financial abundance, but you hold this conflicting belief, wealthy people are greedy. So remember, if you find yourself agreeing with any limiting beliefs, then recognize this as an area in which you must personally work. And number 2, work with what you see in your outer world. If you see lack, examine beliefs about abundance. If you see conflict, examine beliefs about relationships. If you see illness, examine beliefs about your body. In other words, your external reality shows you which beliefs are active. So this is the core practice. Seth's quote, "The present is the point of power," is a self-empowering meta-thought, a reminder that we're choosing the thoughts from which our reality itself is constructed. And what does this mean? Every moment, you're either reinforcing old limiting beliefs and their manifestations, or choosing new empowering beliefs which restructure all of time. Why? Because the choice is always now. So remember, you are not at the mercy of the past or of previous convictions unless you believe that you are. In episode 5, we'll explore one of the most profound aspects of incarnation, how your soul actively works with the experiences of physical life. You'll discover why nothing in your life is random, how to recognize your soul contracts in action, and most importantly, what Ra calls catalyst integration, how to transform difficult experiences into spiritual advancement. So this next episode will fundamentally shift how you view every problem, or rather, every challenge you face. This podcast combines human insight, research, and creativity with the assistance of artificial intelligence tools used during the writing and production process. As you move through your day, remember, life isn't happening to you, it's unfolding from within you. Notice what you're creating with your beliefs, and gently choose your thoughts again, if you wish. This is the Inner Realms, Lifting the Veil. I'm Armand Martin.